Yo YouTube, what is going on? Welcome back to another Keelgottime video, and today, because Keel's got some time, sorry if that's a bit too scroochy for y'all. I was gonna say, because Keel's got some time, today we're gonna be reacting to Nobody Expected This. Andrew Tate calls out Chase Demore for a rematch. Confirmed, apparently. As I don't know, a rematch? Really? Is it even gonna sell like that? I feel like after he lost, bro, he took a big hit from that. Andrew Tate did. Mr. Tate took a big hit, bro. Like his whole reputation. Like, I'm a big G. I'm a big fighter, bro. I go around knocking anyone out. Top G. Shit. looking a bit long now. I won't even lie, but rematch is wild.
He has a rematch clause in there too, though, but he wants to run the rematch back.
Listen, that last fight really came down to ring rust and the fact that Andrew Tate's getting up there in years, but the biggest factor, the man hasn't stepped into combat in forever, plus he just got out of prison.
He gave me his respect. I like the way he handled the whole thing. He was very like upper class. He was like, Chase is the better guy. Oh shit, my fault, man. He was like, Chase is the better guy tonight. Like, he's bigger, he's younger, but he has a rematch clause in there too, though, but he wants to run the rematch back. So yeah, we gotta fight again this year.
Is it just me, or like, do you see Jason everywhere, bro? This guy just everywhere, linking up with anyone, bro. As in, he was training with Unc and them down at the diamond gym, bro. Putting in real work. Shout outs to Jason, bro. He be about getting his bread, obviously.
How much you get paid?
Huh? Not a lot. I'm supposed to get $3 million, but I didn't get that. I ain't got paid nothing yet.
They scammed you?
Bro, the whole thing made $100 million. Over.
So what the fuck?
And he hasn't been paid? And he hasn't been paid nothing yet? I ain't gonna lie, Chase. You might need to live up to your name now. You might need to go chase your bread, bro. Go, nigga. I'd be calling them daily. Hey, yo. Right, you said you said give you 24 hours. It's the next day still. Yo, where's my bread? You said leave it 2 weeks. I know it hasn't been 2 weeks. It's only been 2 hours, but I'm calling again, and it just to remind you, lot. Bro, I'd be on their ass, bro. 100 mil. Nah, fam.
Bro, I just got into it with the promoter like 10 minutes ago on the phone because I asked him a question. I sent him a screenshot. I was like, did you guys actually make 100 million?
I mentioned he should definitely push for that rematch to fix his reputation after what happened out there. And wouldn't you know it, Chase is now confirming there's actually a rematch clause in place, and Andrew Tate has already said yes. We're looking at round 2 happening this year. You gotta respect that move, right?
You've shown what the fuck you're about, bro. You're on nothing. You're on absolutely piss all. And you didn't like me dissing you online, so you unfollowed me on Twitter, bro. You soft fucking nerd.
Word's been floating around that Chase is claiming their fight pulled in over 100 million. Look, the fight did solid numbers, and Rumble CEO backed that up. Everyone was curious to see if Andrew Tate still had anything left in the tank. But 100 million? That's stretching it. You'd need 1 million people buying pay-per-view at $100 each, and it wasn't even priced that high. Plus, I seriously doubt they moved 1 million sales.
100 million? I don't think anybody cared that much. I don't think anybody cared that much. I can see that being for the AJ versus the Jake fight. I can see that, but even that's a stretch. But I can see that. But this one here, nah. 100 mil, nah.
We'll have to wait for the real numbers from the actual
that.
owner to know for sure. Since Chase was so sure he'd win, he should have locked in a better deal for the rematch with a bigger cut this time. I'm thinking we'll see a few more events before this one drops. Probably around mid-year. Right now, Andrew Tate's probably grinding behind closed doors, staying low and plotting that comeback. He's been flooding social media with content lately, but honestly, he should be laser focused on getting this win back. That performance was not a good look for the brand at all. Sure, he's been away from the ring for a while, but we all expected him to walk in there and completely demolish Chase. Of course, Andrew Tate's gonna clap back with stuff like these critics aren't stepping in the ring themselves. But when the trolling gets so bad it literally brings you to tears, when clips are blowing up everywhere with people saying he got his soul crushed by this dude, and fans are still riding for him anyway.
Do you think like Andrew Tate deserves all this flack that he's getting? Because people are like, oh, he lost to Chase, but like obviously you've proven yourself as like a very respectable fighter. So why do you think there's so many people that are like jumping on the anti-Tate?
Firstly, before he puts his input, I just want to put mine. I think, not that anyone cares, but hey, you're watching a Keelgottime video, so I think that I think he deserves all the flack he's getting. Personally, I think Andrew Tate deserves all the shit he's getting, bro. Those words came out of his mouth. He said he's top G. He said I'm gonna rock you. He said this. He said that. And again, my man, it's true though. He wasn't in the ring for years. You know, sort of stepped away from fighting. Was only sparring here and there. So it's like, I get it. But I get why he would have lost. But dude, you still deserve all the shit you get. He still deserves all the shit he's getting, bro. But even he said that himself though, everyone deserves everything they get. What was that bar of that Child of Zeus song? It was like, you accept what you deserve. You accept what you deserve. And you deserve what you expect. You deserve what you expect. I'm sorry guys, I won't ever sing again.
Bandwagon saying, oh, he lost. I've seen some people are like, oh, he lost like a reality TV star, which I think is very unfair because we've had tons of fights by now. So what do you think about like all the hate that's getting piled on the Tate? Do you think that's like worthy or no?
No, I think it's very unfair, and I would tell those people like it comes from uneducation. If any of those guys think that they can get in the ring, like they know where my gym's at, they could pull for sparring and find out firsthand. You know, I don't duck anybody. I don't think of myself as this ultra famous person that would be too proud to do a sparring match with, you know, some guy running his mouth on Twitter. You know, I say all the time they made the wrong person famous because I'm the first one to be in the ring with them. And I would say, yeah, they could call me a reality star. That's just a side job for me. You know what I mean? I was an athlete since I was born.
Chase has been playing it both ways, sometimes showing respect, other times straight up mocking Andrew Tate before and after the fight. There's definitely some mutual respect brewing, but Chase is absolutely still rubbing salt in that wound.
Oh, full changes to the team, too many cheerleaders. Way too many cheerleaders, man. He has to separate himself from that. He's around people that can't really tell him what to do. That coach he's had for years, get rid of him. The pad work is not boxing specific. It's tired. It's the same rhythm. He's had that coach for what, 20 years? And they still do that same rhythmatic pad work. You're seeing like, yeah, it's terrible, man. It's not the one. Get a proper team around him. And yeah, that's what he needs to do. And just go disappear for 3 months. Fight someone, then fight Chase again. Because it wasn't a really one-sided fight like that. And I think Chase had many holes in that fight. And he can't possibly beat Chase if he knows the basics.
If he takes another L, then that's just how it goes. But there's definitely a real chance he walks in there and flatlines Chase this time around. Shake off that ring, rust properly, and get a legitimate team together like we talked about before. He was doing way too much training with his boys.
Like we talked about before? Who the fuck? MMA Grok. Is this some... This must be his buddy or something, innit? Running a startup YouTube, bro.
We saw those clips Tate posted on social media of that setup. So what needs to change going forward?
I played sports my whole life, and I went on a couple reality shows for being an athlete and being competitive. And you know, that's what separates me from a lot of these other influencers. Is like I am a legitimate boxer. You know, I go and fight on other promotions in between my Misfits fights. You know, I already have a couple fights that I'm lining up right now. Some of them for WBC title shots. And I think that
people can say what they want about the Miss Swing and me going on these dating shows, but at the end of the day, it's like I'm in Mexico fighting, I'm in Colombia fighting, I'm in Misfits fighting, I'm on the biggest platform, and I pull the most amount of views. I'm a chaos, I'm a heel, and I'm a legitimate boxer. I have a full team, nutritionist, strength and conditioning. I do more than these boxers, and people try to classify it and separate it as, oh well, you're not a boxer because boxing's not the only thing you do. Like, no, I am a boxer and I do a lot of other shit too.
Here's the thing. Andrew Tate set up shop in Dubai, and most of these friends were already competing on smaller platforms over there. Other shows were running, they all trained as a group. But when you're talking about millions on the line and millions watching, you absolutely have to bring in a real boxing coach and a dedicated team. You have to treat this like the serious business it is. Maybe he really did sleep on Chase Damore, who was preparing the proper way. Chase seems to believe nobody should be clowning Andrew Tate at all.
I think he definitely slept on him, bro. I think he definitely slept on him. I mean, he's a previous fighter, so I don't think it was a total complete, oh, this guy's nothing. But I definitely think he underestimated him heavily. And got his ass handed to him. Like the black guy was saying, it just seems like, I don't know what's actually going on in his life, but it seems like there's just a bunch of yes men around this nigga. Just, yeah, and no one can really tell him what to do. So, we'll see. I didn't watch the first fight. I'm probably not going to watch this one if they do a rematch. But yeah, comment down below, did y'all watch it?
He's shown real improvement as a boxer.
Takes his time, not charging in. Oh, he dropped him, standing 8 count coming. Momentarily in a mixed martial arts fight. I was going to call for some grounding point there. I had to restrain myself.
Old habits die hard. And Tate just looking fantastic, looking calm, cool, collected.
Almost stalking. I think what we could see here is...
But here's the reality. Time away from the ring is everything. Andrew Tate hasn't been consistently active in legitimate combat sports for like a decade. Yeah, there was that MMA fight mixed in there, but it wasn't even a real event with a quality opponent. The guy he faced in 2020 literally quit after 20 seconds and didn't even try to fight back. That's not real combat experience. That was basically a showcase. And it's the only thing he's done during that entire 10-year gap.
Andrew, will you do the rematch with Chase? I think it's disrespectful for me to sit here after only fighting him 20 minutes ago, so we're talking about rematches. It's his win, it's his day. We can talk about rematches later. For now, Chase is the champion. He beat me fair and square, and I think we should discuss it.
So this inactivity has been the main reason behind Andrew Tate's downfall here. Meanwhile, Chase Damore has fought 8 times just in the last couple years. That's legitimate work he's put in through the Misfits scene, plus building his resume down in Mexico. The energy between them was actually pretty solid and respectful when they discussed the rematch possibility. Andrew Tate wasn't disrespectful about it, so he's definitely taking some time to think it through. He didn't give a hard no and he didn't give a yes either, but obviously this is eating him alive inside. Chase is even commenting on posts on this page saying the situation's getting bad, he's flexing about the win, and someone with Andrew Tate's personality normally has to get that kind of thing back somehow. This dude talks a lot of trash, but it looks like Andrew Tate might take a tune-up fight first before running it back with Chase to knock off more of that ring rust. And get this, Zilkon just said he's fighting Andrew Tate on Misfits this summer.
My diabetes collection. It's growing. Sorry, I know y'all don't care.
And it's going to be the biggest event of the year. Sounds like they might be considering different opponents that aren't Chase right now. He said don't let Andrew Tate back out of this fight, because if he goes with these other options, you'll be bored out of your mind during the promotion and the actual fight. It's on you guys to keep spamming my name on every Misfits post until you get the event you actually want to see. Andrew Tate might not be finished with boxing despite that recent showing.
Alright. Like I said, I don't know, man. I'm not even gonna watch the fight if they do have another one. So yeah, comment down below. Let me know what y'all lot think. Peace, love. Oh, bro, I'm rushing today. I am. Shit. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, mate. Comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe. All of that. Videos dropping every single day, 5:15 UK time. So make sure you pull up tomorrow, because I'll see you then. peace, love, and prosperity. Jeez, getting ahead of yourself, Keel.